Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Charlotte Motor Speedway for race 23 of the 2024 Dairy Van Menard's Cup Series season. We are here today at the Charlotte Roval to cap off what has been quite the eventful round of 16. We have 4 drivers who are going to be eliminated after today's race, and ironically, we also have 4 drivers currently locked in. There's 2 of them right there, Justin Marks, Tyler Childers, on virtue of points and wins. Another one a little further back, Matt Sanchez, sweeping the Richmond races and winning last week. Gets him locked in as well. And I don't see, there he is way back there. Jaden Bowers, he is locked in on points as well, surprisingly enough. I thought he was going to be a first round exit. But let's take a look at today's track facts for the race. Alright, it's time for the Bank of America 300 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 44 laps the distance, 22 laps you can go on fuel. And the last race winner, ironically, is a driver who needs to win almost to make the playoffs, but they're starting way in the back. There they are. Luke Lawson won this race just 1 year ago, but the race was only 22 laps instead of the 44 that we have here in 2024. But without further ado, let's go ahead and look at some highlights going into today's race. Justin Marks gets his second career Cup Series pole. He'll lead him off to the green, but he's already locked into the next round, so he doesn't have to go out and win. But those extra 5 playoff points can go a long, long way for the 04 Kubota team. Here's Grant Lawson, 16th in points right now, down by 34. Another driver, like his brother, who needs a good race here today. Luke Lawson's only -3, so he doesn't necessarily need to win. But Mr. Lawson here, Grant Lawson, he may have to win if he wants to advance into the round of 12. As for Will Donnelly, +6 on the cut line, very, very close. He's starting up towards the front this morning, but he needs to finish there as well in order to advance into the next round of the playoffs. I know I've said this a million times now, but he's got to finish top 10, maybe top 15, but that might be pushing it. Evan Horton had a bit of an up and down day last week at Richmond. Sits 26 above the cut line, 9th in points. Not the greatest cushion, but it's solid, and considering how far back he is, starting position-wise, he needs to have a good run here at Charlotte. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, enough with the chit-chat. Let's get the Bank of America 300 underway here at the Charlotte Roval.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command to fire them up. Justin Marks, Joey Higgins, going to be leading the field to the green flag here tonight. As we get rolling, starting third on the second row, it's going to be the 52 of Tyler Childers. And it was outside the 29 of Joe Buckley Sr. They're getting a little cray-cray here. I'm going to have to read off of my graphic I made now, because they're getting a little wicked. But row 3, Will Donnelly rounds out your top 5 here in the number 58 machine, with Cody Foster to his outside. Baron Cohen, Paul Selzy each make up row number 4, and rounding out your top 10, the 21 of Alexander Thompson with Blaze Rich to his right side. We got a lot of playoff drivers starting outside the top 20 here. Clayton Baxter, Jaden Bowers, Luke Lawson, Evan Horton, Zach Barber, and Grant Lawson. We got 5 playoff drivers. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 playoff drivers. Almost 7. Matt Sanchez just barely missed the top 10. But we got 6 playoff drivers inside the top 10 right now. Sanchez is locked in. Joe Buckley Sr., he's pretty much locked in. Sitting plus 76 as long as he finishes where he is now. Or even like a top 20, top 30, I think he would be pretty okay. But Will Donnelly is the one out of these few who need points, along with Paul Selzy, who sits 5 out right now. Dennis Baldwin, don't know where he is. He's out by 9 right now. Not a good. Ever since he came back for that injury, that 22 machine has not been the same speed-wise. But the pace truck now going to pull off the speedway. Justin Marks, Joey Higgins bringing us to the green flag to kick off the Bank of America 300 through the final chicane. Green flag is in the air here at Charlotte. Already some trouble in the back. Alex Chapman goes into the wall as the cat is biting me for moving my hand. Oh, more trouble. Playoff driver Oliver Anthony gets caught up in it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Could that be an early end to the U2? No, I think he's okay. A lot of front end damage, though, on his machine. Whoa. Casey Fulton getting a little crazy there. Was that Casey Fulton or was that Scott? Yeah, it was Fulton. I thought so. What in the world even happened there the second go around that caused him to wreck twice? Looks like Fred Wells may have started that one there. Looks like he's slideways. Not saying that he started it, but he could have been. Oh man, they're trying to go 4 wide into the first turn. I mean, it's all very tight. Gets into John Butler. Randy Jones does. It's just everybody piles on in there. Not a good start to the race for some playoff drivers that were towards the back of the field. Jonathan Davenport in pit road. Lots of damage on his 91 Hyper Ice Dodge. Not good for him. We go to the race leaders now. There's already 1 lap in the books there, guys. Looks like Sanchez has a lot of front end damage too. So does Adam Valdez Blaze Rich. Where did this come from? Oh, looks like there's a stack up there. Blaze, oh Jesus. Kane Wagner, Clayton Baxter got into it. Clayton Baxter might DNF now for that. Casey Sherwood. There's Luke Lawson. I see him up towards the front already. Front-ish, 22nd. Let's see how many cars are going to DNF from this one. This one is it's gonna be a long race, it seems like. Let's go ahead, go back green, so we can get this one underway. Alright, we are getting ready to go back green. Joe Buckley Sr. takes the race lead. And everybody's scrambling about here. Actually, maybe that's a good thing. But bad news for Clayton Baxter. He has retired from the race. And because of that, he will not advance into the round of 12. So right now, we already have 1 confirmed driver missing. And right now, Grant Lawson isn't making it either by the looks of it. Oliver Anthony, not looking good for him. He's all the way back in 36th. But coming back to the green flag here, Joe Buckley Sr., Cody Foster bringing us to the green. Joe Buckley Sr., 2 wins already this season. He's going to get into the wall. Here comes Cody Foster looking on the left side. Can't get there. Battle for the race lead here. Trackhouse number 09 looking for his best career finish of first now. They've got some competition from a number 20 Lamborghini behind them of Baron Cohen. Still looking for his first career win. He's been close these last couple of weeks at Chicagoland. That's the first race that comes to mind immediately, but he's looking for second here as they head back onto the NASCAR 1 and 2. Or the Oval 1 and 2, I should say. Here comes Joe Buckley Jr. hunting down that 25 machine. Luke Lawson, I think, has pointed himself in at this point. Heads up Cody Foster's got some help on his outside. Baron Cohen looking outside on the 09. Didn't make it stick. Going to be hauled up in his back bumper as they head into the front stretch bus stop. Bumper to bumper the 09 and the 20 as they catch on to lap 5, and it's going to be caution. What's it for this time, guys? Oh, Matt Sanchez, lots of damage. Thank God he's locked in. Doesn't have to worry about this one. I don't see what could have brought out the caution. Noah Sears, maybe? I don't remember him having much, if any, damage. We're still green. Let me go to the pace truck and just see when his lights came on there. I missed it. So it's right about now. Let's see here. I see smoke here. Oh, looks like it might have been Derek Richards here, guys. Derek Richards, Scott Mason. Get into it. He hits that wall. And Scott Mason, Ronald Beasley barely gets through that one. Getting ready to go back green. Dennis Baldwin, he also will not make the playoffs now, as he has officially DNF'd from the race. There's 2 of the 4. I'm only saying this guaranteed because they're close on the cut line. Baxter was only +3. He's going to get credited with a 41st place finish. And Dennis Baldwin was already out by 9. He's going to finish 38th. But it's going to be Tyler Childers, Joey Higgins, Paul Selzy, Chandler Rhodes, and Zach Barber, your top 5 as we get ready to go back green here. Green flag back in the air at Charlotte here on lap number 6. Hopefully this time it stays out. Paul Selzy instantly to the left side of the 11. Looking for second here in his number 18. He hasn't won since earlier this season. Can't remember where. I think it was a 1.5-mile track he won at earlier, but not 100% sure on that. Danny Fisher going real wide back there in his number 12. Fisher has been really slow this season. It's kind of been disappointing to see, but he is a younger guy. He's the youngest driver in the entire field right now. But Joe Buckley Jr. fighting with Papa Bear there in the 29. Defending series champion, the number 30 machine. Missed the playoffs. Now still looking for that first win of 2024. Meanwhile, Joe Buckley Sr. is looking for win number 3. Contact with the 04 as they head into the bus stop. Buckley Sr. is going to go wide into his son. He's going to go around. Trouble for the 29. Jaden Bowers got a piece of that as well. Caution is going to come out for the 4th time, 3rd or 4th time. But I have a small feeling this race is just going to continue to be a caution fest, as Paul Selzy did get back up over past Joey Higgins. He got up to second, so did Chandler Rhodes, but third. Well, let's go back under pause and get back racing here. Coming back to the green flag on lap number 9. Joe Buckley Jr., Will Donnelly, Scott Mason, Luke Lawson, and Cody Foster, your top 5 here. Luke Lawson, if he can keep up this decent run he's having, he can advance into the next round of the playoffs. But let's see if anybody else did retire. No. No other playoff drivers, at least. Just the 22 and the 96. Joe Buckley Jr., Will Donnelly bringing us back out to green here at Charlotte. Joe Buckley Jr. last win came so long ago. All the way at the season finale back in 2023. He got a little wide there. Cody Foster got in the wall. Trying to defend the race lead from Will Donnelly. Side by side. Through the intersection. Oh, Luke Lawson goes wide. He's in the grass and the wall. He's taken out all the advertisement banners as he's going to merge right in front of Tyler Childers, Noah Sears. Doesn't look like he has a whole lot of damage there. He should be able to be good to continue. Fred Wells way sideways there. And the 58's around. He's going to get tagged by Trey Mills. And maybe the 40 of John Butler. That's a blown engine on the 58 machine. And at just +6, if he DNFs from this race, that very well could be playoff driver number 3 that gets eliminated here. We're still green, believe it or not. But if that 58 can't make it back around, then he is going to be in big, big trouble. But now Joe Buckley Jr. with a good lead over the 26 of Scott Mason, who did already win the season but missed the playoffs due to being outside of the top 25 in points. Evan Horton back into the top 5. He's looking good playoffs-wise. He's had a lot of other drivers have some misfortune go not quite their way. But the only way I can see... maybe not. I don't think he can make the playoffs either way. Oh, the 09 is in the wall. Cody Foster, currently last in points, trying to fight for 41st? 40th or 41st from the 740 of David Armstrong. He ain't even in the race, so he's having a good run in that regard. Foster has a bunch of right side damage, though. And he's not going to be back in the 09 because he was originally going to be a Pro Series driver. However, the Pro Series kind of got canceled. So, womp, womp, or whatever. I don't know what the kids say anymore. Update on the 58. Will Donnelly has officially withdrawn from the race. He is out. And with that, that is Dennis Baldwin, Clayton Baxter, and Will Donnelly all out of the 2024 DMCS playoffs. As Derek Richards, his car looks really clean. I don't see any damage on that car. He is still really slow, though. He's going to get around the 9 of Zach Barber for 32nd. Barber, he has advanced on points. Same with the 27, except he advanced on wins. Justin Marks advanced virtue of wins, and Jaden Bowers virtue of points. Kane Wagner, 51 points above the cut line. He should be able to advance here. Doesn't matter where he finishes. He's going to be a lap down, I believe, because there's Scott Mason right in front of him. Looks like some drivers are actually pitting now, because I just realized Scott Mason is no longer in second. How's that 25 doing? He's P6 right now. He's looking good. Put himself on the outside looking into the inside. And Joe Buckley Jr. still leads the way here on lap 13. We can go ahead and look for Paul Selzy here, see how he's doing. P10 for the 18 Mobile 1 Toyota. Good looking race car right there. In the playoffs, looking to go to the next round here. Was -5 heading into this race, but he is definitely in right now. He may not be. Or no, Oliver Anthony is probably out over Paul Selzy and Luke Lawson here. So it's probably Dennis Baldwin, Clayton Baxter, and Will Donnelly out right now, and Grant Lawson. Those four are probably going to get eliminated here. No clue where the 33 is on track. He is 16th. That might actually be good enough to put him inside the playoffs. At 34 out, compared to Oliver Anthony, who is one singular position behind him, surprisingly, with a modified. Never mind. Oliver Anthony is over Grant Lawson and Paul Selzy. But Grant Lawson is obviously, he's out. Dennis Baldwin, Clayton Baxter, Will Donnelly, all out right now. A little battle going on here between Alex Chapman and Jordan Marr. This is for 13th position. Chapman on the right side. He's going to have the run off the final corner, and he's going to take a look at Justin Marks going to the inside on Marr now. Left side of the 17, side by side as they head through the inner course. Still side by side for the two, the 04 and the 17. Look at Oliver Anthony now all over the back bumper of Grant Lawson. This is the battle for the points here. And bumper to the back of the 33. Here they come now. Gonna have to take a quick intermission. Gotta plug my headset in quick. Alright, we're back. Oh, jeez. Already a bunch of cars out of the race. About halfway home. Here we got more battles here. Trying to get those valuable points. Lawson swinging wide into the O2. Oh, Jesus. Oliver Anthony not having a good day at all. He's got a big gap between he and Scott Mason, however. But Scott Mason running about a second quicker every lap. He actually just ran his fastest lap of the race, which is only the 27th fastest overall. Derek Richards. I knew he was on fire. His caution is out. What caused it this time? No clue. We're going to have to do what we did the last time. And just watch this. Apparently it's been out for a little while. Holy crap. What? And now, okay. Now we gotta find where it is. Was that what it was? What we just saw? No! It was Blaze Rich, actually. Looks like he got together with his team owner. Luke Lawson gets into the back of his own car. Into the back of the 45. They both go in the grass. And he just slides through it like ice. Very poor judgment on behalf of Luke Lawson there. But Joe Buckley Jr. still going to have the race lead. Big break for the 49 at Derek Richards, who seemed to be picking up speed, and he's all the way back in 21st, though. So let's see how this restart plays out. Pit stops and all that on the restart. Scott Mason, Fred Wells, Joey Higgins was in third, but now it's going to be Derek Richards and then Henry Rivers, and finally the 09 Cody Foster. Scott Mason, Fred Wells, two drivers who have won before. Fred Wells hasn't won in a very long time, however. So let's see how this goes for them. Green flag back in the air, led by Baron Cohen. A lap down. Any more DNFs? No. But the 9 and the 12, both one lap down, and Baron Cohen in danger of going a lap down already. Side by side, Cody Foster, Henry Rivers. As Fred Wells, we haven't talked about him all season long. Trying to get just one more position here. Been 25 races since the number 6 car has gone to victory lane. He was a strong title contender in 2023 and just has had very poor performance here in 2024. Derek Richards hasn't won ever before. And Scott Mason, 18 races ago, was his last win. Here comes Fred Wells to the inside. Side by side to the bus stop. He's going to take the race lead. Here comes Derek Richards following him. That's for second. Richards now to second. Fred Wells third. Henry Rivers fourth. Top four all under a blanket. Derek Richards all over the back bumper of the 6 of Wells as they head through the chicane on the front stretch. Looking to get to his left side into turn number 1. Can't quite get there. As it's starting to heat up behind me, the heater turned on. Derek Richards all over him. The fastest car out on track by not a lot over the 26, or the 29. Speaking of which, where is Joe Buckley Sr.? I'm pretty sure he is all beat and banged up. Oh yeah. Yeah, he is. No good for him. We'll take a look at where the playoff drivers stand here in a bit, but we're going to keep an eye on this battle for the race lead. Two drivers who haven't won in a very long time. Derek Richards is one of the small handful of 2023 original drivers who still haven't won in their career. And we've had 24 different winners in the Cup Series since its inception last year. Scott Mason trying to hold off Henry Rivers. These two, they have a bit of history. This is Henry Rivers' old ride at Phoenix Motorsports, and that is Henry Rivers in his new ride. He's coming down pit road, as a matter of fact. Alexander Thompson. He's probably locked himself in on points now. In that 10th spot, 9th spot. Sanchez is locked in no matter what happens here. Dale Webster in 11th right now. Good run going for him. Maybe I should not have doubled the race length, but I just felt 22 laps was too short. Way wide for Fisher. He's going to have heavy contact with like 20 walls. Is the caution going to come out? Still green. No, we're staying green despite the whatever that was. I don't even know what you would call that. Just a massive skill issue for Danny Fisher there. To the inside on Fred Wells for the race lead. Derek Richards is going to clear him off of turn number 2, oval. New leader on lap number 20, Derek Richards. In the number 49 Burger King Chevrolet for GPR Motorsports. We haven't had a single non-playoff driver win, but we don't even have a single playoff driver inside the top 5 right now. John Butler's inside the top 5 there. Now we're going to have one, maybe two. We got a great battle here for 4th, 5th. Tyler Childers is going to take that 4th spot, and Evan Horton's going to take that 5th spot from Trey Mills. He's looking a little wide. He's going to kiss the wall. So does Dale Webster. He and Matt Sanchez make a little bit of contact, but Evan Horton, he's going to have the preferred lane into these next set of corners. And he'll clear the 15 for 5th. Derek Richards out in his own little world here. He's got about 2-second lead over Scott Mason, John Butler. These two actually really close together. They might be battling out for second here shortly. But let's get a playoff driver update. Luke Lawson, 25th. Not looking good for him now. And the 33, Grant Lawson, he's 20th. Noah Sears slow on the racetrack there, right on the exit of the inner course. That's going to bring out the caution flag, as a matter of fact. Just before the halfway mark. Let's see what happened to the 70 of Sears. Looks like he and Justin Marks beating and banning off a turn, whatever that is, and just turned him around. Marks got up into the outside wall as well there, but not too much damage for both drivers. They should both be able to continue here. But let's see if Derek Richards can maintain the race lead now after that one. Joey Higgins going to lead us back to the green flag. We're racing again here at Charlotte. And as for Derek Richards, not a clue as to where he is. There he is. All the way back in 15th, already looking for 14th from the 21. Not looking likely like he's going to take it. But Joey Higgins, we're leading the way here over Grant Lawson, Joe Buckley Sr. Lawson is in a tight playoff battle right now. We still have 20 laps to go, this time by. In a race that has been plagued by cautions. We've had two pretty big wreck fest as Lawson goes way wide into the wall. Hard contact for the 33. He got into Jaden Bowers a little bit as well, but that's okay for Bowers. He has advanced on points. He can DNF this race for all he cares. As I'm trying to pull up the points format. No, I do not have it memorized off the top of my head. But this would have been good to have just a few minutes ago. Let's find out where that 0-2 of Oliver Anthony is at. 24th. It's only going to get him 30 points there. Not looking good for his playoff hopes. Let's keep an eye on that 49. Derek Richards, he is fast. Caution is back out. He only gained 3 spots there. We're not even going to bother with it. We're just going to go right back green. Pace truck is off. Joey Higgins, Luke Lawson. Your front two. Blaze Rich ended up going down pit road there. Green flag back in the air. Luke Lawson's a lap down, actually. I just realized that. John Butler slow on the restart there in the 40. Justin Marks is going to get to his outside. Other issues back here between the 49 and the 21. Derek Richards outside, not outside, but just barely inside the top 20 here. We know he's fast. Look for him later on tonight. As hopefully this race kind of cleans itself up. 3 wide almost. Evan Horton, Jaden Bowers battling it out there. Horton does not need to be making those risky moves based off of how reckless this race has been, because caution is already back out again. Didn't even make it a full lap. Didn't even make it half a lap before it came back out. Joey Higgins going to bring us back to the green flag in just a moment. We have a lot of DNFs to look at here. We'll look at them in a second. But John Butler, Fred Wells, Henry Rivers, Alex Chapman, and Cody Foster. Now your top 5 here on lap 29. I was expecting this race to be maybe a little bit of a wild card. That's not how you start, sillies. Oh, he might be pitting. No, he is not. Don't know what Joe Buckley Sr. is doing there. But he's got to figure it out. Green flag back in the air here at Charlotte. Fred Wells looking to the inside on John Butler. Butler trying to give Lamborghini their first win with 15 to go here. Not going to be able to do it right now, though. Trying to hold off the race lead. He has the advantage in these next 3 turns. But Fred Wells might have the better car. Next 4 turns, actually, Butler has the advantage on. Oh, Fred Wells had the run there. Can he get the run off of this corner before they get to the long speed corner? High speed corner. Not quite. John Butler able to hold him off. Alex Chapman able to get up to 3rd. He has the longest active winless streak here. That is inching closer and closer to being 50 plus races as Cody Foster to the left side of Tyler Childers, trying to get that 4th spot, or that 5th spot back. Couldn't quite do it. As John Butler now pulls away from the field. Butler, just a part-time driver, is only making like 3 starts this season. I think this is going to be his last start of 2024 before going full-time next season in the number 44 Loafs Motorsports. Fred Wells into the wall. That's going to allow Alex Chapman to start looking on for 2nd here. Way wide goes Chapman into the outside wall almost. That was close. Let's get a playoff update. Where's that 25 at? I think I saw that he DNF'd, and he did. He's out. What about Paul Selzy? He's still trucking along in 21st rather. Grant Lawson still going. He might advance. But Dennis Baldwin, Luke Lawson, Clayton Baxter, Will Donnelly, more than likely all eliminated from the 2024 playoffs. I'm surprised this 29 of senior is still going, and let alone inside the top 10. Derek Richards, he finally has damage. I knew it had to have happened at some point. There's not a lot of cars that are damage free. Surprisingly, John Butler is one of them, as he leads the way over Fred Wells and Henry Rivers. Rivers gets back in front of the 88 for 3rd. And now Chapman trying to hold off 4th from the 52 with Tyler Childers. Childers only has 1 win this season, 3 in his career. Points-wise, 196 above the cut line. Does he need to win? No. But would he like another win? Yes. He has 20 playoff points, which is the 2nd most, tied with the 9 of Zach Barber. And if he could just have those extra 5 points, it would work him wonders. So right now we only have 1 driver in the playoffs that is looking like they can advance. Well, I mean, he's pretty much locked in at this point, no matter where he finishes, Alexander Thompson. He just needs to score like 30 points and he's good to go. He's sitting 24th. That's exactly 30 points. So, Thompson, he's in, no matter what now. And he's the only driver who has no wins out of everybody in the field, as caution comes back out for the 30 billionth time tonight. Don't know what happened. All I know is John Butler going to be your race leader on this restart. As we get ready to go back green here. We only have 25 drivers on the lead lap. John Butler, Fred Wells, Henry Rivers, Alex Chapman, and Tyler Childers, your top 5. I'm only seeing like 3 playoff drivers inside the top 10. As we come through the bus stop on the front stretch. Green flag back in the air. Just 10 laps to go here at the Charlotte Roval. John Butler, good start, not letting the 6 get to his left or right side as they're going through the inner course. Henry Rivers looking on, trying to get up to 2nd maybe. But Fred Wells has had a terrible season. He wants to make it a lot better by potentially getting a win here today. Coming to 9 laps to go. Chandler Rhodes gets into the top 10 now. His car looks pretty clean. A little bit of rear end damage, but that's okay. He's racing against a modified car right now, it looks like. Trying to get the advantage over a car that is ready for the junkyard is crazy. John Butler pulling back away. He's ran the fastest lap of the night, but we've seen how that goes. We hype a driver up, and then they get jinxed, so we're going to stop talking about him. 9 to go here now at Charlotte. John Butler has been fast at the road course races he's ran at. Surprised the team didn't get him in any ovals this season either, because he could definitely use that practice. Lamborghini has not yet won in the few starts that they have made for the Cup season. They only started racing this year. Look at the 29 there, trying to make the best of what he's got. Getting around the 38 for 8th. Never mind. Lots of damage on the 29 again. Oh, Jesus. As soon as I said it, too. Evan Horton, he got a nice side swipe there on the right side of his car. Oh, Jesus. Caution back out for the 37 trillion time. I don't even know anymore, guys. Going back green. Just a handful of laps to go. Top 5 are all the same. Just swapped the 52 and the 88, basically. Gonna have 6 to go once we cross the start-finish line to get this one back underway. John Butler, Fred Wells, Henry Rivers, your top 3. Green flag back in the air here at Charlotte. Good start for everybody, keeping it single file. Rivers gonna try to get the run if he can here. Look at Rivers all over the back bumper of the 6. 94. He only set the 13th fastest lap, which isn't that bad, I guess. But John Butler has 79 points. And he has only had 2 races. Both of them finished inside the top 20 here. '31st in the 10th race at Portland. 18th at Mexico City. Why does that say 2 top 20s then? I just realized that. I might have to fix that in my scoring, but coming to 5 laps to go. Still close battle here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Henry gonna move up out of the groove a little bit. It's gonna allow Fred Wells to start getting away. Now he's gonna have a rearview mirror full of Tyler Childers, your regular season champion. Looking for blood here in the 52 machine. Childers now falling back just a little bit. As for Henry Rivers, where is he at in points? 22nd in points right now. Not a great season, but Fred Wells is even worse. He is actually just 1 spot behind him in 23rd. And obviously John Butler is last because he's only made like 2 starts this entire year. I'm pretty sure he was only making 3 as well. But I can in fact look. Butler. Yeah, this is his last start of the season. And what would it mean for him to go to victory lane in his third and final start of 2024? But Fred Wells is reeling him in a little bit here. Four laps to go at the start-finish line. Now Fred Wells lost a good amount of ground there. Caution is going to come out once again. It's going to be the last caution of the race. And I think we will still go back green here. We should at least. Yeah, okay, good. The final restart. 2-lap shootout. Fred Wells trying to get his first career win in almost 30 races. John Butler trying to get his first win ever. Same with Henry Rivers. Let's see how this one plays out. Chevy, Lamborghini, and a head-to-head battle here. And Cody Foster trying to get his best career finish here. Pace truck is off. Coming to the green flag for the final time. Butler, Wells, green flag back in the air here at Charlotte. And a great restart for the 40, the 52 to the left side of Rivers. Rivers going to show wide there a little bit. Side by side for third. Tyler Childers roughing him up on the outside, trying to get the run off the corner. Rivers is going to clear him. Fred Wells goes wide. That's going to give the advantage to the 40 of Butler. As long as Butler can keep it clean and keep it straight, he's looking good right now. Fred Wells trying to gain up that lost time as they head on to the NASCAR Oval. Close together, about 3-4 car lengths between the 40 and the 6. Lopes Motorsports has been really fast these last couple of weeks, but have come up just short time and time again. Big run for the 6 into the bus stop. Trying to keep that momentum up. Coming to the white flag, the gap has shrunk just a little bit between them. They're gonna pit? Tyler Childers now to the race lead, coming to the white flag. What the hell? That could have been an amazing finish. But now Tyler Childers here, a playoff driver, is gonna win and get advanced to the freaking round of 12. Even though he already is in the round of 12. One more lap to go for the 52. Can Cody Foster close the gap and get to him? Mistake-free so far for the 52 in the final few corners. Tyler Childers, 3 wins to his name through his part-time season last year. And one early on this season. As Ronald Beasley now, side by side with Cody Foster, he's going to clear the 09. He's going to move into second now. Does Beasley have enough time to get to the 52 here? Or are they going to pit on the white flag lap? Never seen that before though, so I think Tyler Childers has got this one set and ready. As Tyler Childers comes through the final corners, he is going to get his 4th career DMCS win at Charlotte and advance into the round of 12. Kind of a stinker of a race there. But let's see where that 33 car is going to finish. A top 10 finish when he needed it the most. Grant Lawson will move on to the round of 12. I'm calling it now. But you know what? Let's hold the suspense. Let's take a look at the official point standings following the Bank of America 300 here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Alrighty guys, here are the points following Charlotte. So officially, The 4 drivers that I said advanced did in fact advance. And Jaden Bowers, Alex Thompson, both of those two locked in via points. Evan Horton was close, so was Zach Barber. Joe Buckley Sr. only gained 3 entire points on the cut line. Once it was all said and done, the massacre that was Charlotte Motor Speedway. But the craziness doesn't stop there. Here's the points after the reset here. And Talladega is up next in 2 days. This coming Friday, you will see the Cup Series head to Talladega Super Speedway for just the second plate race of 2024. But with that all being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the race. We'll see you guys soon. And tomorrow, more than likely, Career Mode Episode 2 will be out as well. Till then, have a good one, everybody. See ya.